But you're not really buying that now, are you? I knew you were gonna be fun.
Okay, let's go. Michelle, you're an accomplished actress. No need to tell you what to do. Just hit your mark. Whoa!
I think they should expect the unexpected. You're going to go to a movie where you're going to scream and laugh and probably cover your eyes and yell at the screen, and you're going to cheer when my character gets what's coming to him.
Alright, buckle up, because Flight Risk is a non-stop, high-altitude thrill ride. Or at least that's what it's meant to be, or it wants to be. I went in expecting a tight, tension-packed 91 minutes of psychological mind games, survival, and some surprisingly effective humour. What I got was a standard suspense thriller that plays it far too safe. And yet, Flight Risk is directed by Mel Gibson, an Academy Award-winning filmmaker known for Braveheart, Apocalypto, The Passion of the Christ. Oh, and making some of the worst public statements in Hollywood history as well. But can he still direct a thriller? Let's talk about it.
Right, just jump at it.
The man has done 5 movies previous to this, nominated for 2 Academy Awards, and he won 1. So just to get a call to have him ask me to be his next DP when there's only 5 other DPs on the planet who have worked with him, it was probably the biggest compliment I've ever received in my career.
Fucking crazy, man. Fucking crazy.
So Flight Risk throws us into a claustrophobic thriller, set almost entirely in a small private plane, flying over Alaskan wilderness. Michelle Dockery plays US Deputy Marshal Madeline, escorting a fugitive accountant named Winston, that's played by Topher Grace.
Oh, holy shit! Oh, fuck! Fucking Alaska.
Who's been forced to testify as a government witness.
No, not the bedspread, not the bedspread, it's crusty.
Now Daryl is their pilot, but shocker, he's actually a hitman, hired to kill them both.
Fucking crazy, man. Fucking crazy.
What follows is a game of survival, betrayal, and psychological warfare. And the catch? Madeline has 0 piloting experience. She's forced to navigate not only the skies, but also a dangerous game of trust, with only the voice of a ground-based pilot in Hassan to guide her through.
Make sure you're holding steady. Now, would you like me to make the reservation? You seem kind of busy. I got this. Now.
Mark Wahlberg as Daryl. This is a rare, villainous turn for him.
Mark's got such an amazing gift because he's both such a good actor and so funny. And he's able to weave those two things together.
Hey! Y'all need a pilot?
Look, he does the job, but does he steal the show? Nah, not at all. He starts off charming, even likable. You can tell there's something off about him. Also, I saw the trailers. If you've seen the trailers, you know what's going on. And when the mask slips, he goes full psycho.
He's an absolute crazy person.
He's a psychopath, and at the same time, it's kind of like weirdly amusing. I don't even know how to describe that.
I do this for fun, I do this for free.
Titty twister, you like that? We're gonna have fun.
Okay. He's not scared of anything, nor should he be. But he really went for it.
Although I was dreaming that you were nibbling on my nipple, Twiggy. Was that you? Or is that just my imagination?
I can't remember the last time you played a character this nasty.
It was a really fun character to play, and hopefully audiences will enjoy it and really take pleasure in his demise.
It feels like Gibson wanted this to be like a Hitchcockian thriller, dark humour mixed with menace, but it ends up being very vanilla and lacking any real tension. It's hard to find 3 people in a confined thriller and keep things interesting. I mean, trying to think of films like Shallow Grave worked.
God, you two are sensitive. All I'm doing is implying some kind of ugly, sordid sexual liaison.
What kind of film with 3 main characters do you like? Please throw some in my direction, because like with Flight Risk, it just doesn't quite land.
What do you want to be?
You want to be the husband or the wife, huh? How come you ain't sweet? Like your mommy.
Working with Michelle and Topher was great. I mean, we're all kind of stuck in this little kind of confined space for quite some time. I think they were probably a little bit annoyed with me. I was definitely into the character.
Oh, Wahlberg had a very comfortable time making this. They shot it in Nevada because that's where he lives now for tax savings.
Mark has been very collaborative in terms of his ideas that he's brought to it. And, he's pitched them to Mel. Between the two of them, they've cooked up some great ideas, and you'll have to go see the film to see what they are, but it's worked, and it's all part of the collaborative process.
And instead of a bald cap, he just shaved his head. Does not look right. Looks so odd. You can just tell it's just a shaved head. What's the point? Does it even add to his unsettling vibe, or does it just make him look stupid? Let me know in the comments, please.
Stop! No, cut! Michelle, no, I said hit your mark, not hit mark.
This is a Michelle Dockery movie. You wouldn't be able to tell from the promotional posters. She's not a superhero, she's not an action star, she's a smart, capable law enforcement officer trying to survive.
I'd been watching Happy Valley, so Sarah Lancashire's incredible performance as Catherine Coward was a big inspiration for me.
Oh, did you now? I still need to watch that show. Her chemistry of Mazali's Hassan, the unseen pilot guiding her, was actually one of the film's biggest surprises. Their banter adds levity, but honestly, it's more about filling time than actual character building.
Michelle, Topher, we're going to try that again. I want more intensity. Yeah, more is more.
And then we've got Topher Grace as Winston, the fugitive accountant. At first he's just the sarcastic, white-collar criminal cracking jokes to cope with the insanity. But as the movie goes on, we see a few more layers, crypto layers, I guess. But he's resourceful, morally complex with all the crypto stuff, and even kind of brave, but also a bit of a weasel. And his crypto-based bargaining felt relevant, but also incredibly basic.
I can pay you.
Come on, brother. Have a little self-respect, will you?
I'm serious. $1 million in crypto, completely untraceable.
I'd have to blame the screenwriter on that one. This movie does a fairly decent job with paranoia. If you're watching a Channel 5 movie or a Hallmark movie, who can Madeline trust? Is it her boss, or is it the head of the department? Oh, it's gonna be so dramatic finding that one out. How far will Daryl go with the violence? Nobody cares. And is there a mole in the US Marshal's office? We get all these questions answered, but I don't know if you're really going to enjoy the answers.
And Madeline, you know I love you. But thanks a lot, bitch.
Okay.
Mel Gibson's direction.
All right, are we all ready? Oh, God, we need some Band-Aids.
It would have been interesting, I guess, to do a budget, old-style volume studio and to see what the difference would have been. But I don't know how you would have actually shot that film. It most probably would have taken you the 12 or 13 weeks to shoot it traditionally. And, we knocked it out in 5 weeks.
Yeah, look, we shot the whole movie in 22 days. I'd never done that before.
So the entire film is locked inside the plane, so we never really cut to external perspectives unless necessary. And the filmmakers used these big LED panels instead of green screens, so the actors were reacting to, real visuals.
Keeping it grounded in reality is really important to both of us. We never wanted you to feel like you weren't actually in that plane with those people. And anything we did that drew you away, we knew was going to be a misstep. So working within the volume, having backgrounds that interacted flawlessly, the reflections, the interactive lighting. I mean, we ran a big 30-foot by 40-foot overhead panel that would sometimes play content for reflections, but a lot of time would be if you're banking and the sun is moving, well then a light source would go across that 30 to 40-foot panel and go over to the other side.
No, but here's the thing. I never really felt that uneasy being in the plane. And the claustrophobic tension, was there any?
Anytime you're in an aircraft, it's going to be claustrophobic. And I think, we've played into probably almost everyone's dis-ease, or if I can call it that, or fear of flying.
It didn't have that suffocating dread of something like the first 5 minutes of GoldenEye. But Flight Risk isn't a massive action-packed blockbuster. Instead, it tries to be a tight, contained thriller. And, it fails on all levels.
I looked at him one day and I said, this movie in somebody else's hands is a pretty straightforward thriller. But watching the little flourishes and the little places you take it makes it something extraordinary.
But here's the biggest problem. You can't market this movie around Mark Wahlberg when he's barely in it. He spends most of the movie handcuffed and sidelined, and the tension never really fully builds. And for all its ambition, it never reaches its potential. But I don't blame this on Mel Gibson. He's doing the best he can with a really bad script.
Well, I loved the script. It was such a It was one of those scripts that was difficult to put down.
Like, you feel like this could actually be something, but...
I worked with Johnny on a film, a little small budget film up in Canada one time, and I noted at the time that they had no budget and no time, but it looked amazing. And I thought, I think I need to work with that guy. And I was absolutely right, because this film looks amazing. And we shot it in 22 days.
Fucking crazy, man. Fucking crazy.
I really do appreciate the effort. It doesn't mean I have to like it. But what did you think of it, people? Are you interested in Flight Risk? Were you interested in Flight Risk? But also, what's your favorite trapped in a plane thriller?
Please, stop!
So in some ways, when I got up and was able to sort of fight with Mark, it was nice to actually, you know, get moving a bit.
Oh. Can somebody see if Mark's okay?
Flight Risk.
I don't like that.
You know, and we literally like shoot, I don't know, 15 pages, sometimes in a day, depending.